Well, speaking of money feeling tight, that pressure is also showing up in the housing market. Millions of homeowners are locked into mortgage rates under 3%. They did that several years ago, but now they feel stuck in what is called the golden handcuffs. Have you heard of this? Maybe you want to move, but you don't want to give up that extra low rate. You're in a boat with a lot of us. So here to talk about some of the options, longtime real estate agent Trevor Halpern. Trevor, I love talking to you about real estate. You're so knowledgeable. You've been in the business so long. Let's talk about the different reasons why people want to move but don't. So first of all, outgrowing your home. Your family has grown, but a lot of people are staying in a house that, frankly, is too small for them, right?
Yeah, we see this a lot. You know, you have a 2.5% interest rate or 3% interest rate, and you go, hey, we bought this house with no kids or one kid, and we have 2 or 3. Now you're in that position of, do we go buy or do we still enjoy this low payment and low interest rate?
And so what do you advise clients in that scenario? Because you were telling me all day long, you're answering these exact questions.
Yeah, it is a dilemma. And what I always encourage people to do is add a quotient of emotion to it.
Okay.
You know, when you think about your interest rate, it's all logic. Oh my gosh, this payment is low. It's easy to do this. But then from an emotional standpoint, how does the home serve you? Okay, are you busting at the seams? Are you not in the best location? Is your commute longer than it was when you bought?
Yes.
All those sorts of things do need to go in to balancing that logic and emotion when you're talking about a house.
You mentioned the commute. You know, being the longtime traffic reporter here, I have seen our traffic just get worse and worse. And somebody out there is pulling out their hair saying, oh my gosh, I just want to move closer to the office. What do you tell somebody in that scenario?
I tell people to examine it fully. I mean, you have to look at the totality of the financial exposure. You know, what does it look like to unwind a 2.5 or 3% interest rate? How much equity are you sitting on? Can you use that equity to lower your interest rate on your purchase if you're going to purchase a new home? Can you use that equity and hand it off to a financial advisor and start making more money than that gap between your low interest rate and the higher interest rate? There are lots of things that you can look at from a financial component that gets you out of just the one view of that interest rate. It's a bigger thing.
On that note, is it worth time and money to, say, buy down points?
Yeah, we are seeing a lot of that in our marketplace right now. A lot of buyers are buying their interest rates down, either permanently or on a temporary basis, hedging their bets that interest rates are going to come down. Okay,
let's talk about some other reasons why people need to move. You mentioned in the email that you sent us health issues. Talk to me about that. What would people be thinking about in that case?
Yeah, a lot of times, you know, you buy a home and you're healthy and you don't think about access to hospitals. You don't think about access to your healthcare provider, or healthcare providers move. And so if you have a physician that you like and you go to a lot and you're 30 or 40 minutes away, it adds so much complexity to it.
You know, also, when it comes to our personal bottom lines, you have said that you've seen people maybe not even consider a better job someplace because they don't want to let go of that interest rate, right?
Right. They will hold on. That interest rate is literally the golden handcuff. They will chain themselves to their home because of that interest rate. They just can. It's very hard for them to unfocus on just that one component.
So I feel like in the past year, we have seen interest rates barely tick down. So many people might want to try to play the market. What do you say to folks who are thinking in that mindset?
Yeah, if there are people that want to try to like nail the timing, I always say you're not going to.
Okay.
If the people at the 103rd floor in Manhattan, all these analysts who are looking at the data can't time it, and no one can, no one is good at it.
Yeah.
There's so many micro and macro economic forces that go into determining interest rate and price. You're never going to nail it.
Yeah.
So it's very hard to time it.
So for folks who bought and have that lower interest rate, that's probably 4 or 5 years ago now. We've seen so much appreciation by then. Does it really just kind of even itself out?
Sometimes it does. When you really dig in and crunch the numbers, especially with someone you trust, whether it's your CPA, your financial advisor, really good loan officers will help you examine this as well. When you really crunch the numbers, oftentimes because of, to your point, the rise in equity versus the higher interest rate, you can apply that equity to your down payment, and your monthly payment can sometimes get close to where you are.
Sometimes it's a really good shell game, isn't it?
It is.
Okay, let's wrap this up, Trevor. What would your best best advice be? Because for so many of us, this is literally the biggest investment we will ever make in our lives. You say have some emotion in it. Should we not have? I mean, what should the balance be? What's your best advice?
That's exactly it. Balance, logic, and emotion.
Okay.
Where you lay your head is very important. That is a key component of your life. Don't be hyper logical. Don't be hyper emotional. When you're balanced there, you're in the decision-making zone.
Okay. So when we come to you, counseling is free, no charge?
Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
Because I feel like real estate can be a lot of that,
It is, absolutely.
Trevor Halpern, it's always great to have discussions with you about real estate. Appreciate your time.